And now we come to the master numbers, which represent rare and important vibrations in numerology. If your life path number is 11, 22, or 33, then you have a master number life path. Master numbers are considered to be higher vibrations. And because of this, those with master numbers have heightened intuitive and spiritual gifts, which set them apart from most other people. As with many gifted people, this can lead to feelings of isolation, especially as children, but they also have a higher capacity to leave lasting and positive impacts on the world. Although these numbers are among the most promising of all life path numbers, they're also the hardest to live up to.
Dreams come true. I can grow without.
Welcome back, y'all. Today we're gonna be talking about numerology. I don't really know what numerology is, but apparently it's a life path number. The only reason why I'm hip to it is because one of my bros I was talking to in the car like a few weeks ago, he was telling me my life path number was a 4. And he was giving this whole breakdown of what a 4 was and how it's 1 through like 9 or 33 or 11. I don't know. But I know it's 1 through 9 and then there's like these other numbers. I think that's what it is. But I don't really know. If you know, let me know in the comments if you do know. Because shout out to you for already being aware of this information. Maybe it was something I should have did my research on a long time ago. But apparently, this stuff just tells you like basically like who you are, what your journey's supposed to be, all this stupid spiritual stuff. I don't know if you're into this type of stuff or not, but I am. But anyways, we about to look into a video, and then I'm also give y'all a breakdown on what it is, the definition of it, and everything like that. But if you're new to the channel, I'm DtaeNoDinero, and this is my YouTube channel, Breathe. So be sure to hit that like button if you're into this kind of stuff, and also subscribe to notification bell on as well. But let's first let's talk about the definition of all of this, because this should give you a better understanding of what it is, including myself as well. Speaking self-critical. Okay, so your life path number comes from your date of birth, month plus day plus year. All right, y'all. Remember that if you want to figure out what yours is. It represents the energy, the lessons, the themes that shape your entire life journey, the way you naturally move through the world, what challenges you'll face, and what kind of success and fulfillment fits you best. Think of it like your main storyline in lifetime. Everything else, your personality number, expression number, I guess those are like some other different numbers. We could check those out too next. But everything else are supporting traits. So let's just go ahead and read that line over real quick so that makes sense. Think of it like your main storyline in this lifetime. Everything else are your supporting traits. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. But anyways, y'all, let's get back to it. So what does each number represent? We got 1 through 9 here, plus the master number. So like I was telling y'all before, I guess it's like 1 through 9, and then everything else is a master number. So we got 1 through 9 here. Actually, we got 1 through 11. Is that what we got? 1 through 11? Oh, nope. 1 through 33. Okay, so, let me see. 1 through 33. Each number, 1 through 9. Master number 11, 22, 33. 33, interesting. Carries its own meaning. So it is 1 through 9 life numbers, and then there's 3 master numbers. Okay, get it. Got it good. I don't know why I'm acting like I don't get it. We got the leader, which is number 1. Independent, ambitious, self-starter. We got the peacemaker, sensitive, cooperative, diplomatic. We got number 3, the creative, expressive, artistic, communicative. Number 4. This is what bro told me I was, y'all. Bro told me I was at number 4. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. when he told me I was a 4, I went back and forth with him for at least 15 minutes straight, telling him I wasn't a 4. Obviously, I know what my number is, okay? And in a moment, I didn't know what my number was. I just knew what he was explaining me to be as a 4, organized, disciplined, and practical. I'm like, bro, I am nowhere near a 4. Now, don't get it twisted. I am very organized, even though my bed ain't made up right now. But it really is. It's made up. Anyways, I'm disciplined, but I'm not disciplined. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes when I find out I like something, and since I don't have like nothing else to do, I just like get addicted to it. And then eventually, once I get burnt out on it, I just be like, oh, I'm cool on that. But and that's like candy, because I don't really like candy. And then cupcakes and cookies. I really don't eat like sweets, but then like these random times I just eat sweets and stuff like that. And then same thing with spicy food. I love spicy food, but then I just get burnt out on spicy food and I just want sweets. Anyways, practical. I am very practical. I am a Virgo. My birthday is August 26th. So if you want to go ahead and do the math right now, figure out, and you can go ahead and find out what my number is, and for yourself, then you can find out. But my birthday is August 26th. I was born 1993. I know what my number is, but yeah, I am very practical, and Virgos are practical. But I went back and forth with bro for like 15 minutes straight. Like, bro, you know what you're talking about? I'm not a 4. He like, no, bro, I'm a 4. He's like, I'm a 4, bro. You a 4. You gotta be a 4, bro. We alike, bro. We think alike. I'm like, no, what's up, bro? Like, we do think alike. That's why we hang out. But I don't think I'm a 4. And I got my own reasons why I don't think I'm a 4. But I'm not a 4. It was just funny because I just knew I wasn't a 4. I just knew I wasn't a 4. But I'm not a 4. But anyways, y'all, let's get back to the rest of the numbers real quick. We got 5, the adventurer, freedom loving, curious, adaptable. We got 6, the nurturer, responsible, caring, and family oriented. We got 7, the seeker, spiritual, analytical, introspective. We got powerhouse, ambitious, material success, leadership. The humanitarian is number 9. So if I didn't say any other numbers before, the seeker was number 7. Number 8 was a powerhouse, and number 9 is a humanitarian, compassionate, wise, and giving. I would consider myself all 3 of those. We got number 11, the visionary, intuitive, inspiring, and spiritually aware. We got 22, the master builder, practical dreamer, create lasting legacy. That sucks for number 22. He only gets 2. Everybody else had 3 characteristics. This guy only got 2. But I guess he's a master builder, practical dreamer, creates a lasting legacy. I'm guessing that's like kings, maybe. I don't know. And the master teacher. I wish we all could be one of those, huh? Number 33. Shout out to 33. But the deep healer and compassionate leader. Now, y'all, I told y'all what my birthday was. But what is yours? Drop it in the comments. I'm kind of curious to know what you are. If you drop that in the comments, I will go ahead and check it out myself. Maybe even comment what you are. Have people ever told you what you are? Do these things align with who you consider yourself to be? But yeah, I thought this was very interesting. So I thought we'll go ahead and check out a video on this. But just to go ahead and round this off, y'all, we got your life path tells you what kind of person you naturally are. Okay, the lessons. What lessons keep repeating in your life? Interesting. I think that might be interesting. What kind of goals feel the most? What kind of goals feel the most you? And what your deeper purpose tends to revolve around. So like I said, y'all, we was gonna go ahead and check out this video. And this video is gonna talk about some numbers. I'm probably gonna do part 2 and part 3 of this. But the part 1 is gonna talk about 3 numbers. And within those 3 numbers, because there's 9, 10, 11, 12, there's 12. So I can break it down 3 times 4. Part 4 episodes. But these 3 numbers, mine is gonna be within these, okay? Now, if you are smart and you quick with math, you probably already figured out what my number was. But let's get into the video here. He's gonna give a deeper breakdown of it. And this could be just sort of a rabbit hole that we all can go down. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get this going. But I do want to give a special shout out to the subscribers. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. We just had 3,379. You know what I mean? 3,379. But today, I don't know what happened. But somehow we got 3,389. Just that fast. They just be going up that fast, y'all. They just like the content, you know? If you like the content, hit that like button, subscribe, the notification bell on. But like I said, y'all, this is a numerology life path unlocked. They got the 9 numbers, 11, 22, and 33. We're going to get into the 3 numbers that are around my number. I know I'm just talking. Let's get to the video. Oh, my bad, y'all. What did y'all think my number was? I'm curious. I know y'all gonna be surprised when I show y'all this. It was a 4. He was right the whole time. No, I'm joking. My bad, y'all.
And now we come to the master numbers, which represent rare and important vibrations in numerology. If your life path number is 11, 22, or 33, then you have a master number life path. Master numbers are considered to be higher vibrations. And because of this, those with master numbers have heightened intuitive and spiritual gifts, which set them apart from most other people. As with many gifted people, this can lead to feelings of isolation, especially as children, but they also have a higher capacity to leave lasting and positive impacts on the world. Although these numbers are among the most promising of all life path numbers, they're also the hardest to live up to. 11 is the vibration of invention and idealism. If you're an 11 life path, you're a natural visionary, and you can see much further than others. More than any other life path, you can bridge your conscious and unconscious mind, which gives you access to higher level knowledge and foresight. But this is often a double-edged sword, because it means that you might not always get the recognition you deserve. For many 11 life paths, they're never fully appreciated in their lifetime. You also have a high degree of social awareness. In your career, you do best as a leader, but if necessary, you can also take on a supportive role in order to get the job done. You're especially good at finding the gaps that exist in the world and identifying areas where needs aren't being met. This enables you to truly innovate and to make the world a better place by filling those gaps. You also have a great deal of intuition, which gives you access to tremendous insight, but it can also lead to emotional turmoil. You have a tendency to feel frustrated and dejected if you fall short of your own high expectations for yourself. You also run the risk of losing your sense of direction and purpose, especially when you're second-guessing your decisions or ignoring your intuition. It can also be hard for you to find truly close friends and people who really understand you. Barack Obama, born on August 4th, 1961, is a good example of an 11 life path. As the first African-American president of the United States, he was instrumental in implementing the Affordable Health Care Act.
Number 22, y'all.
22 is the vibration of...
Before we get to number 22, y'all, what do y'all think about number 11? I told y'all to figure out which one I was. I'm pretty sure some of y'all already figured out which one I was. Okay. But number 11 did seem interesting. I could be 11. I don't know. Let's see what 22 is, though.
22 is the vibration of the architect. It's often referred to as the master builder number. As a 22 life path, you have the ability to not only envision new possibilities, but also manifest those possibilities in the real world. Your path is to harness your talents to help move humanity forward. This means being practical in the way that you deal with people, while at the same time maintaining your vision for real positive change. This is not an easy balance to achieve, but you have the rare practical wisdom and common sense that makes it very possible. You also have an excellent way with words and an uncanny ability to motivate other people. In your career, you would do very well in entrepreneurship, law, politics, or any area where you can apply your high-level communication skills and understanding of people. On the other hand, one of your challenges is that you can be very critical of yourself, and you can find yourself doubting your own abilities, which can throw off all sense of balance in your life. If you don't get a good handle on this, it can lead to isolation, and it can also undermine your relationships. Leonardo da Vinci, born on April 15th, 1452, is a good example of a 22 life path. He's perhaps best known for his painting The Mona Lisa, but he was also a prolific inventor, and he made extensive notes on many subjects, including anatomy, map-making, and paleontology. Although he had no formal education, he's widely considered as a prime example of the universal genius, and one of the most diversely talented people who ever lived.
I don't know, y'all. 22. My favorite number is 22. I'm not gonna lie, but it could be. 22 does sound good. But last but least, 33.
33 is the vibration of spiritual service. As a 33 life path, your path is to give guidance and support to others. And for that reason, this path is often called the master teacher. You have strong musical and artistic abilities. You also have a tremendous level of compassion, and you often seek out situations where you can be of service to other people. And within your social circle, you're the sympathetic ear that people come to for advice and support. You're also a sharp and strategic thinker, and you excel at work that involves great concentration and practical insight. You're also likely to be a late bloomer, and it often takes you longer to really come into your own and to find a path that resonates with you. But when you do eventually find your path, you often end up accomplishing far more than many of your peers. On the other hand, you can often find yourself sacrificing your own personal needs for other people. Sometimes you can become overly involved in other people's lives, even if it holds you back and takes you away from your own progress. One of the biggest challenges for you is to find a balance between offering support and advice that others need, while at the same time giving them the space and freedom to pursue their own path, even if it means letting them make their own mistakes and learning these difficult lessons on their own. Albert Einstein, who was born on March 14, 1879, is a good example of a 33 life path. His theory of relativity revolutionized physics and led to many new discoveries. In his lifetime, he published more than 300 scientific papers, and he's widely regarded as one of the most brilliant scientific minds in history. We live in a society that's noisier and more distracting than it's ever been. And what that means is that understanding your life path is more important than ever. When you're living in alignment with your life purpose, there's a powerful sense of freedom and authenticity that comes from living a more intentional life. At the same time, it's important to remember that your life path number is only one element in your overall numerology profile. There are many other pieces that make up your complete numerology chart. And one of the goals of this channel is to give you the tools you need to understand what they are.
And on that note, y'all, I definitely have to ask, what did y'all think about number 33? What y'all think about number 33? Yeah, I had to ask me, number 33 was quite interesting. Did you figure out what number I was? I'm not 33, y'all. I'm not 22. I'm 11. Ain't that crazy? I'm an inventor. I'm intuitive. Actually, everything about the number 11 I just said I was. It described me to a T. I said, yeah. There was no way I could be a 4. There's no way. The life that I lived, how can I be ordinary? How can I be regular? There was no way. I didn't know nothing about life path numbers. I didn't know nothing about numerology. I didn't know nothing about none of this at all. But there's one thing for sure. When he told me I was a 4, I said 4. As much as I like the number 4, I have no problem with number 4 at all. That's definitely not my number. Because my life is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I just knew it. I just knew it, y'all. I just knew it. What's yours? What's your number, though? Drop it in the comments. But like I told y'all, before we got up out of here, we was gonna talk about my number. And since we know that my number is a part of the masterclass numbers, let's go and see what they say about me. So we got August 26, 1993. Like they said, you want to take the month the day and the year, add all of these numbers up. For me, I got 22. You want to take 8 plus 8 plus 22 is 38. 3 plus 8 gave us the number 11. Okay? My life path number is 11, which is a master number. You don't reduce it no further to 2. You actually stick with that number. And like the video said, I'm the inspirer and I am the visionary. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This is like facts. I also have deep intuition, creativity, and spiritual sensitivity. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. More facts. Often drawn to guiding, healing, motivating others through art, words, or insight. Sheesh. Do I gotta say it? Facts. I'm gonna say it anyways. Often drawn. I'm bad. Big imagination. Sheesh. I ain't even gotta say no more. Facts. Challenge. Balancing emotional sensitivity and staying grounded in reality. When people be like, Dtae, you crazy, I be mad. But apparently I'm crazy. They be like, Dtae, you crazy? I done fell out with one of my friends for calling me crazy. Y'all know that? I never told you this. I fell out with one of my friends for him calling me I'm out of my mind. I've been knowing bro since we was in junior high school. I said, bro, I don't be calling you out your name, bro. Why you calling me out my name? Matter of fact, we ain't even cool no more. It was done. I still wish the best for bro, but I ain't gonna lie. I guess I gotta learn how to balance my emotional sensitivity. Cause I guess I'm crazy. Nah. I'm joking, y'all. Staying grounded to reality. If you are another fellow 11 out there, I don't think that this means you're crazy. But I just thought that'd be funny though. But now that we know what an 11 is, like I said, part 2, probably gonna go back and check out the first 3 numbers, 1, 2, and 3, and we'll work our way back up. It's kind of interesting that I started this off talking about the master numbers because I think that master numbers are what people would be more interested in knowing anyways. I've always kind of known that my purpose in life was to articulate, communicate, guide, whatever you want to consider being a preacher without being a pastor. Anyways. So I'm glad that I found out that I was a master number and that we can come to my YouTube channel and go down this journey together. But apparently there's other numbers. So there's a thing called an expression number and a destiny number. So after we check out the other videos, 1, 2, 3 through 9, we'll probably check out what an expression number and what a destiny number is. I'd be interested to know more about that. And I probably won't do the guessing game with that one because nobody guessed and said that they knew what I was before they knew what I was. I couldn't go out like that, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't go out like that. Bro, like, you a 4. I'm like, there's no way I can be a 4. There's no way I can be a 4, bro. There's no way I can be a 4. And because I have deep intuition and spiritual sensitivity, that's what my life path number said, right? I just knew it. I just like, nah. I just knew it. And it's crazy, y'all, because I just be knowing things. Just like I know, y'all hit that like button, and y'all subscribe, and y'all take a notification bell on because y'all not going to want to miss out on the next 3 parts. Told y'all not going to miss out on the next one. It's your boy Dtae. Let's get it, silly butts. We out. Shout out to everybody that's in the master class. I thought number 33 was very unique. You know, the whole conspiracy around number 33 and all of that, I thought that was very unique. It's your boy, we out. Peace. Let's get it, silly butt.
Show me I should love you. You complete me, but